constitutes a life worthy of being remembered? How do you want to be remembered? It's a whopping question, as grand and important as they come. It shakes you up and gets you thinking about the big existential picture. It's all too easy to just slide from one day to the next on autopilot, being steered by our daily to-do lists. At the end of a life, at the end of your life, when everything else falls away, what essence emerges? What have you filled the world with? In remembering you, which words will others choose? You wonder, don't you? Of all the possible adjectives, I think that if the word kind appears in the mix, chances are very good that you have led a life worthy of being remembered. Kindness acts as a revealing marker that way. Here's something I observed many years ago while romping around a thrift shop. An older woman was struggling to refold a large blanket. Another customer quietly walked over to her, grabbed an end, and together they quickly and efficiently folded the blanket. The old woman thanked the young man, and then everyone went back to their browsing. This act was not major heroic, but it was major kind. A society is actually fueled and propelled by kindness. There's a sort of economics to it. There's a phenomenal book that delves into this very topic. It's called Born to be Good, and it centers around Gen Science. Gen being a Chinese term, not a girl's name. I quote from the book, "Gen was the central idea in the teachings of Confucius and refers to a complex mixture of kindness, humanity, and respect that transpires between people." Modern Gen Science shows that positive and negative interactions can actually be charted, creating what they call a Gen ratio. A high Gen ratio, meaning more positive human interactions than negative, is central to a meaningful life, to goodwill in a school, in a community, even to a thriving society. If there's one thing you remember from our minutes here, remember this book, Born to be Good, bright yellow cover. So, lucky for us, kindness is an easy and natural thing. All it requires is an awareness of those around you, being in tune to your fellow human. Maybe even, oh, the thought of it, turning our gadgets off for a second. I share this last anecdote from one of my favorite magazines called The Sun. A gentleman went to the doctor with various ailments. The doctor asked questions and listened closely to what the man had to say. After a thorough examination, the doctor scribbled something down on the prescription pad and handed it to the patient. Here's what he prescribed. Less CNN, more Mozart. To round out the cure, I'd add more kindness. Finally, we might ask, how do we, collectively, as a people, want to be remembered? What is our purpose? Who are we? I think the answer is built right into the word. We are mankind. Oh, and about that blanket folding man at the thrift shop? After witnessing that moment, you know what I did? I married him.